Let me move on to the former president of the United States. Donald Trump went to an Atlanta jail on Thursday. And for the first time in the history of the United States of America, a former president had his mugshot taken. A mugshot. I want y'all to show that, please. Show that, please. Now, somebody getting arrested is not a laughing matter. Somebody being accused of the things he's been accused of is not a laughing matter. But that don't mean we can't laugh at the actual mugshot. We're not laughing at the situation. We're not laughing at him as a person. I'm just talking about the actual picture itself. Hell, we all get laughed at from time to time. Okay? This was former President Donald Trump's mugshot. And when I saw it, I don't know about y'all, but you know what I thought about? I thought about Michael Jackson. You remember when he took that mugshot? God rest his soul. God rest his soul. But, man, oh, man, let me gather myself. Because, I mean, here's what I'm trying to say, y'all. I remember when, not Guy Torrey, Joe Torrey, his big brother, I never forget he was doing stand-up comedy. I think he was hosting Def Comedy Jam, and they took the mugshot of Michael Jordan. He was Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. He was laughing, leave Michael alone, leave Michael alone. You know, it's like, and it was true. Like, leave Michael alone. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all gonna give him a mugshot of this, but you can't send Michael Jackson to jail. That's what everybody. I mean, he weighed about 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He made Chris Rock look buff. I mean, come on now. I mean, you can't do that. But the mugshot that Trump took. I'm not going to lie. The first thing I thought about was him and Michael Jackson. Can we put those mugshots up together at least one more time before I leave depart the subject? Can we put it together? Can we put him and the mugshot of Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson together? Can we put them next to each other? I don't know if we can. But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It just entered my mind. On a more serious note, though, all joking aside, when Trump addressed the media, ladies and gentlemen, I just got a different perspective. I think the Democrats are playing with fire. You see, Boo Boo the Fool even knows that the Democrats want Trump to win the Republican nomination, because their belief is they will easily beat him in the general election. Trump is playing a different game through his Truth Social network, through interviews with guys like Tucker Carlson on X, formerly known as Twitter. This man Trump was going to Atlanta and tweeted to the world when he was going, when he was arriving, what time he was due to show up at the precinct or wherever the hell it was that he showed up. Okay? And then afterwards, he's getting T-shirts made, and he's using it as a campaign slogan. And he's basically, listen, according to the reports that came out about a month ago, Trump had spent over $42 million of his campaign donations on his legal defense. That's why former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani ran to his estate in Mar-a-Lago in Florida, literally to beg him to pay for Trump to beg Trump to pay his legal bills, because Giuliani going broke, purportedly or reportedly. But I just think that people are missing something. There's something that needs to be said here. You could be playing right into Donald Trump's hands. And I remember I spoke about this to a guy that's become my friend. His name is Chris Cuomo, former star on CNN. By the way, an individual that CNN should get on its damn knees and beg to come back to the network. Okay? He personifies and is exactly what CNN needs. He is highly intelligent, very knowledgeable. He ain't scared of a damn soul. He will address and undress anybody in a political stratosphere that he has to. Knows his stuff. Okay? I want to hear about all of this stuff with Andrew Cuomo and Chris Cuomo. That was his brother. He tried to help his brother. You can debate till the cows come home how he handled it. I don't know all the details. I know when I interviewed him, what he admitted to and what he categorically denied. I will tell you I believe him, and I will tell you he has become a friend of mine. I love the guy personally. And I think CNN will not recover until they bring him back. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, he was on in the 9 o'clock hour. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, don't give a damn. Bring him back prime time. He needs to be back at CNN. I think that's what will save CNN. I just want to say that. But he was on this show because obviously he has his own show on News Nation every weeknight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Chris Cuomo decided to pay me a visit right here on the Stephen A. Smith Show. And on this show, he said how a mugshot, he actually was talking about how he thought a mugshot would ultimately end up affecting the presidential race. He didn't declare it. He said it was possible how a mugshot could affect the presidential race. Listen to what he had to say.
In a situation that I think is very unlikely that he gets convicted, and perversely, the most embarrassing picture for most people, which is a mugshot, may be his best campaign poster, because it will enable people to say, look,
he's a victim.
He's a victim. You know this is too much.
Amen. Amen. You might be playing into his hands, because when you hear about 4 felony counts, 91 different charges, and come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he egged them on for the insurrection on the nation, in the nation's capital, in the state capital, in the U.S. Capitol. I get that. He's not innocent. He was irresponsible. All of those things are true. Criminal? Over that? Now taking the papers in the Mar-a-Lago, not giving them back and compromising national security. That's a different animal. Looking for 11,700 votes, trying to muscle his way to rig an election and all that. Okay, fine. Put him in jail or have a law in place that prohibits him from running for elected office again. You didn't do that. Since you didn't do that, and since you got stupid laws on the books that allows him to literally run for office, even if he's in jail, is the stupidest thing that has ever existed in the history of constitutions as far as I'm concerned. It's just dumb. Okay? But it is what it is. And at the end of the day, you better beat him. Oh, my Lord, you better beat him. Because if he becomes president of the United States again, all he's going to do is work on exacting vengeance against all those who opposed him. You're the Democrats, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it one more time. I can't vote for Trump. The presidency is a statesmanship position, and he is no statesman. He just doesn't care who he scares the hell out of and stuff like that. And he's too narcissistic. But I'll tell you something. The Democrats shouldn't be let off the hook. The Democratic Party at this moment in time is an atrocity. You call yourself progressives, not just liberal, progressives. And you are literally begging and praying a man who will be 82 years of age in 2024 to run for re-election. What is progressive about that? Me personally, I wish Gavin Newsom was running, because I haven't heard a liberal, as much as I hate about those taxes in California. His interview with Sean Hannity was epic. I haven't heard a liberal defend their case better than Gavin Newsom defended his case that night being interviewed by Sean Hannity. If you missed it, go to YouTube and Google it. Go to YouTube and see it. Gavin Newsom. But I understand Biden's the man. He'd get my vote before Trump did. But to the Democratic Party, shame on you. Begging an 82-year-old man in 2024, when that arrives, to run for re-election because you don't have anybody to take on Donald Trump. That's a damn shame. That is embarrassing. Before I get on out of here and get to the calls, Trump self-listed his height and weight at 6'3", 215 pounds. Really? 6'3", 215 pounds. Donald Trump with that belly. Really? Now, I've seen some folks that were 250 pounds. Derek Carr, listed at 218. You see the difference in looks? Muhammad Ali back in the days, 240 pounds. See the difference in looks? See that difference? Chris Hemsworth, okay? See that difference? See how he looks? That don't look like no 6'3", 215 pounds. Donald Trump. Brother, you lying. That's all I'm saying.